Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Jashana here to talk about some friggin' books. So I'm going to show you some books I got for my birthday. My birthday was this past Sunday, from the week that I'm filming this, the 22nd. I'm now 35 years old, practically middle-aged. I mean, I guess whether or not you're middle-aged depends on your lifespan, right? When you die, which I don't know, so I could be middle-aged right now. I purchased some of these for myself, and then I did receive a few lovely, very generous gifts from some Bookternet friends. First, I will show you the ones I got for myself. One of them is not technically a birthday book. It's just a pre-order I had pre-ordered and received the week before my birthday. But it is truly beautiful. I posted it on my Instagram, and I backed the Kickstarter for this, and that is Nolan by Michael J. Sullivan. I went in for the special edition, hardcover, leather-bound, whatever. It's so beautiful. Like, I cannot with how cool this is. And the spine and everything. And then on the inside, it has the end pages. This is the normal cover, the regular hardback and paperback cover. I will be purchasing a paperback version for myself. There's also a fun little, ribbon. And it is signed. Whoa, geez. Oh my God, I cannot. Signed by Michael J. Sullivan. And it's number 555 out of, looks like 1525 out of 1500. I don't think that's right. I'm not real sure. I don't know. Maybe I can't read the writing. And then there's an embossed stamp right here. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. It's so pretty. Oh my God. And then actually the day after my birthday was Monday, and I took that off from work as well. I had also taken Thursday and Friday the week before off. Had a whole 5-day weekend for my birthday. But I went to Barnes & Noble and got myself a couple of things. I picked up this book, which I think is actually book 3. I own book 1 and I haven't read it yet, but I want to soon. And then I think this is book 3. But Kushiel's Avatar by Jacqueline Carey. I have Kushiel's Dart, and I think Kushiel's Chosen is the second book in this trilogy. I'm very excited to get to this series. I'm real antsy for it. I'll probably do it kind of soon because Kushiel's Dart is one of the books for my fantasy romance deep dive, and I just feel like I'm really gonna like this series from what I've heard. Yay! Oh, it's fantasy. I don't know that it's categorized as fantasy romance. I'm not sure. I don't want to know that much about it, but I've just heard that it's really genuinely great fantasy, but then also does have some romance element. This book was part of their 50% off Barnes & Noble haul sale or whatever they were doing. The Future We Choose, Surviving the Climate Crisis by Christiana Figueres and Tom Rivett-Carnac, architects of the 2015 Paris Agreement. So this is nonfiction, obviously. And it says, climate change. It is arguably the most urgent and consequential issue humankind has ever faced. How we address it in the next 30 years will determine the kind of world we live in and will bequeath to our children and to theirs. In The Future We Choose, Christiana Figueres and Tom Rivett-Carnac, who led negotiations for the United Nations during the historic Paris Agreement of 2015, have written a cautionary but hopeful book about the world's changing climate and its impact on the fate of humanity. The authors outline 2 possible scenarios for our planet. In one, they describe what life on Earth will be like, by 2050 if we fail to meet the Paris climate targets. In the other, they lay out what it will be like to live in a carbon-neutral, regenerative world. They argue for confronting the climate crisis head-on with determination and optimism. The Future We Choose presents our options and tells us what governments, corporations, and each of us can and must do to fend off disaster. So, I don't know, it just sounds jazzy. I mean, it sounds kind of scary, but also a little hopeful, like they say. So that's why I wanted to pick this up, because the doom can set in real easily when we think about these things. So I thought it'd be nice to read from, experts in the field on this topic who, are giving a little bit of hope. The next 2 books that I bought myself, I'm going to save because they tie in with a present I got. So on to the gifts that I was sent very graciously. My dear love Vish over at Books with V knew that I was wanting to reread this series soon, and I had this on my wish list because recently someone else got me the first book in paperback form, so she got me the second one, The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. So thank you so much, Vish. Yay. Now when I do my reread, I will have the lovely, easier to read paperbacks. Very excited. And then my Los, one time I was messaging her and I said like my love, but I wrote Los, like L-O-C-E instead, typoed it. And we were just like, nah, fuck it. We're just gonna call each other Los from now on. So yeah, from Nika Marie, Neeks, she got me this, which I have read, but I did not own a physical copy and I really wanted one. And I love that it's like this big floppy paperback of The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't a 5-star read necessarily, but it's one of those books where it was a little slow in parts and I struggled a little bit in parts, but by the end of it, I ended up liking it enough where I was like, yeah, I'm jazzed for the rest of the series. It's the Burning Kingdom series. And the little, if you don't know about it, you've probably heard enough about it, but trapped by her despotic brother within the crumbling walls of an ancient temple, Princess Malini dreams of vengeance. Forced to disavow her birthright and her power because of her past, maidservant Priya dreams of freedom. In a world beset by wild magic and turbulent uprising, their destinies will become irrevocably tangled, and together they will set an empire ablaze. Adult, high fantasy, epic fantasy, pretty cool magic, pretty cool world, very interesting character dynamics. Yeah. And then my dear Ingrid over at Ingrid Inspired got me A Dowry for Blood or of Blood? A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. I've seen several people read this, talk about it, say just how completely amazing it is. Ingrid loved it. And I had already seen some people talking about it. It was on my radar. And then she read it and was like, dude, I think you will love it. And so I was like, all right, sweet. So yeah, she got me this. I'm very excited. It's pretty short too, which is nice. A lyrical and dreamy reimagining of Dracula's Brides, A Dowry of Blood is a story of desire, obsession, and emancipation. Saved from the brink of death by a mysterious stranger, Constanta is transformed from a medieval peasant into a bride fit for an undying king. But when Dracula draws a cunning aristocrat and a starving artist into his web of passion and deceit, Constanta realizes that her beloved is capable of terrible things. Finding comfort in the arms of her rival consorts, she begins to unravel their husbands' dark secrets. With the lives of everyone she loves on the line, Constanta will have to choose between her own freedom and her love for her husband. But bonds forged by blood can only be broken by death. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I know Jess read it and really loved it. I want to say Mina at Mina Reads, I think she read it and loved it. I've seen several people reading this and being like, holy shit, why aren't more people talking about this? And yeah, when Ingrid told me like, no, I think you specifically will really love it, I was like, hell yeah. So thank you, Ingrid. And then the ever lovely Ray over at Bookmark Chronicles. She is a delight. You should check out all these people. They will all be linked down below. But she got me City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. So this book has been on my radar for a long time. When was this published? I feel like when I joined BookTube, it was it? Let me see. Yeah, 2017. I joined BookTube in 2017. So it was published that year. I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, it's been on my radar since then. It's adult fantasy, and I think it's set in Cairo. Yeah, 18th century Cairo. And it's on my radar, but I just never picked it up, and I just kept putting it aside. I was just kind of like, I don't know, someday maybe I'll get to it. And then recently, Vish read it, and again was like, I think you will really love this too. She read the whole trilogy. Abby Salter read it also. But yeah, Vish was like messaging me like, oh my God, I really think you should read it. Like, I think you'll love the series. So I added it to my wish list because I was like, all right, I need to get around to this finally. So thank you so much, Ray, for getting me this. Again, it's a lovely big floppy ass paperback. Love it. This cover is just so pretty. And then that ties in with the other 2 books I got myself, because I got Kingdom of Copper and The Empire of Gold, books 2 and 3 of the Daevabad, right? Daevabad series. This second book, I mean, just stupid gorgeous. Every time I ever have seen anyone pick it up, I'm like, oh my God, it's so pretty. I really hope I like the series. I mean, all these covers are beautiful. This one is a chunker, my God. But yeah, I'm very excited to get to this series as well. Thank you again to the lovely ladies that got these books and sent them to me. I am very much appreciative of it. If you've read any of these and really enjoyed them, let me know your thoughts, non-spoilery please, down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already and you feel so inclined. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.